right, guys, welcome back to Studio 39. I'm Rob Odie. We've got another episode of Spotlight 39. We've got another fantastic young man with another great story to tell. So before we get into all of that, like I do every show now, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share this on all your social media platforms. Uh, Share it with your friends, share it with your family, because as many subscribers as we get, as many eyes as we can get on these young athletes, the better it's going to be for everybody involved, right? Because we want to continue to grow it so we can help as many young athletes hopefully reach their dreams and their potential, right? So please, please, please subscribe, hit that like button, share it on all social media platforms. Now that that's out the way, I'm going to get into my man. I'm going to let him introduce himself, tell us who he is, where he's from, what he does, and all that fun stuff. Then we're going to have some conversation. The floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Named Donovan, Spellman, class of 2022, high school, Clayton. I'm a transfer from Nightdale High School, just transferred. Um, my position, I'm defensive end, hybrid, outside linebacker. That's what I do.
Okay, fantastic. And what state are you in? I'm sorry if I missed
North
that.
Carolina.
So you in Carolina, North Carolina, right? What part?
I'm in. You can say, oh yeah, and I'm from Greenville, NC.
Oh,
That's
so you're
what
from
I'm
Greenville.
really.
Okay, I only asked because I was a district manager, and I covered the entire state. So man, I was in
Yeah,
Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte,
right.
Asheville. Place that I ain't ever heard of, Hickory, right? You know what I mean, Winston Salem. So
Right.
curious where where it was. I've covered the entire state, but good deal, man. So uh, you say when we were chopping it up a little bit before, you're not in season right now, but you got a season coming up, right?
Yes, sir, I am. I mean, we're practicing.
Sure.
We grinding. I'm keeping it. We grinding.
Good deal.
We
Good deal.
grinding.
Season starts in February.
One thing I learned. You said what, sir?
I said the season starts in February, right?
February 26th.
Fantastic.
Yes,
So
sir.
leading up to this, right? So what have you been doing during quarantine during this off season? Because it's been a little different than before.
Oh well, that's a good question. Well, last year I was 185. I did pretty good at defensive end at 185, and I was really surprised. So quarantine hit. The virus came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
I packed on some pounds. The highest I've been was 215.
Okay.
Then after that, I got to lift. So I started lifting, started getting stronger, started doing my miles, start cardio and getting flexible. So when I get the offensive lineman, more flexible than offensive lineman, so I can just get them off me. So
There you
that's what
go.
I really been doing.
So
Yes, sir.
we would probably recognize that as an opportunity because that's something you recognized last year. You wanted to get bigger, you wanted to get faster, right?
Yeah.
Build that stamina up, that endurance with all that cardio. So that's great, man. So keep that up. You're already a big looking dude from the video. So
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you're not going to be the quarterback's best friend, right?
No, sir, I'm not.
There you
To be
go.
honest, sir.
So let's talk about that, right? So what makes you stand out, or what are some of your strengths that help you get to the quarterback or get those tackles for losses in the backfield?
See, basically with me, because I'm a hybrid outside linebacker, but I don't really claim myself as a linebacker. I claim myself like in a box. Like
Okay.
what makes me stand out from other defensive ends is my hands are quicker and I can move my legs and I'm more faster. So and I got a natural lean. So
Okay.
as soon as I get out my stance, I'm low and I'm already there to the quarterback. Already.
Okay. So you're going into your junior year, right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So how was your sophomore year? Were
My
you
so
on
I
varsity or JV?
yeah, I only played 7 games in my JV and I went straight up to varsity.
Okay.
So JV year, that was fun with my guys but it was kind of hard for me to just leave them. So I picked what was best for me, so I went up to varsity.
Sure.
So I'll say my freshman year to my sophomore year, I think I did pretty good.
Okay.
I think
So
I
you
did
so
pretty
you
good.
stepped it up. You saw growth, right?
Yes, sir.
And then obviously you feel growth, during this
Yeah.
quarantine. That's
Yes,
great.
sir.
I'm looking forward to seeing some new season highlights, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
going to be exciting. So we've talked a little bit about some strengths, some opportunities, right? And what you do. But let's talk about your grades. How are you in the classroom?
Yes, sir. Freshman year, I'm gonna be honest. Freshman year, you got that one time that you real immature. Sophomore year, I was just unfocused, but I was still getting it done a little bit in the classroom, but I was unfocused. This year, I'm on honor roll,
There you go.
A's, B's. Right now, I'm all A's, so I'm more
Yeah,
focused than ever this year. I
it's
got my
awesome, man.
offer. yeah, I got my offers, and it just made me like real focused. Like
It
first it was
sunk
a
in,
dream,
right?
yeah. First it was a dream, now it's reality. So I mean,
Yeah, that's huge, man. Yeah, any time that you wanna play next level ball, man, I can't stress grades enough. If you don't have your
right,
grades, your talent's only gonna take you but so far. You're gonna let a lot of opportunities pass you by. So definitely stay focused in that area and
sir,
keep grinding, man. Sometimes it ain't fun, but to get to the road to success and to where your future's gonna take you, you got to make sure you hit them books. So keep that up.
yes,
Great
sir.
job.
Thank you.
Um, so speaking of offers, right? You said you picked up your first offer, right? So how's recruitment looking? How many
My
how many offers
recruiting
we
is
got right
really,
now?
yeah, my recruiting is really going well.
Okay, let's
My
talk
first
about it.
offer was my sophomore. You said what, sir?
I said let's talk about it. Walk me through it. How did it happen when
Oh
they
yeah,
first reach out?
let's get into it. I Man, I couldn't even talk to him. Like, so what happened was, I'm gonna tell you this story. So what happened was, I was at my brother's house, kicking it with my brother, love family. So I kicked it with my brother. I stayed the night at his house. So I was already getting active on Twitter and whatever like that. That was my first time getting active on Twitter. So sophomore year, we can't 2022 just started, start talking to coaches September 1st. Couldn't
Yep.
talk to anybody. D1, couldn't talk to anyone, any D1 coaches. So the head coach from Nightdale, when I used to play for Nightdale, he called me the next morning and was
Hmm.
like, "Hey Donovan, how's it going?" Said, "I just woke up, coach." You know, and then
Had a long
he
night of
said, "Do
playing
you
video
know?"
games, man.
Yeah, yeah, we actually got done playing 2K, 2K20, I think. Yeah,
There you go.
must be 2K20 that night. But anyway, he called me. Was like, "How's it going, Donovan?" I said, "I just woke up, coach." He was like, do you know the coach and Coach Wheatley?" And I was like, "No, sir. I never. It didn't click. It didn't click." So he was like, "Well, they want to Morgan State. He coaches for Morgan State University."
Morgan
It was
State,
like
right
they
down the road
D1.
from me.
I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "Yeah. What about it?" And then he was like, it was like, "Well, man, they want to offer you." I was like, "You kidding?" And he was like, "Nah, nah, nah." He called me, he texted me, and he was like, he liked the film, he liked what he seen, and he want to offer you. I was like, "Well, that's a pleasure, coach. I'm gonna just keep working, never settle."
There you
So,
go.
you know, I got that. It just humbled me. You like it just humbled me, and I just got more focused until like we are just saying, my grades, my books, and I just packed no more weight. And now my recruiting going really well.
Yeah. So how?
Inches.
So what's really well? What are we looking at? You said Howard came calling
Right
first, right?
now, yes, sir. Right now, that's really heavily showing me love Central Michigan,
Okay.
ECU, Coastal, and Akron. But my interest in all is Air Force, Penn, um, Akron, ECU, Central, Coastal, uh, Jacksonville State, Eastern Illinois,
Okay.
um, and that's all I can think of in my mind.
I
It's
got you.
on the website, yeah.
So a bunch of them's been having some conversations with you.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's huge, right? And you still got this year to show out,
And
and you got next year to show out, right? So it's only they're only gonna keep coming, right? As long
yes,
as you
sir.
stay true to yourself, stay true to the books, man, they're gonna keep coming. So you mentioned a couple of schools, right? So you said ECU. Did you have you had a conversation with Coach Houston?
Not the head coach, but they've been showing me love. I mean, the
I was gonna say I see it on
recruiter.
your Twitter, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't sure
yeah.
what the
The recruiter.
conversations were.
That's actually a good question. I never had a conversation with him yet. Not yet.
Okay, he's a good
But
guy. He's a good guy.
yeah, yeah. But the
When I took
director
Darius,
recruiter,
yeah,
he seems a good guy. He seems like it.
yeah.
Seems
So
like he.
when I took Darius to JMU when Coach Houston was their head coach, when they were coming after him pretty heavy, I got to have some one on one time with Coach Houston, and he's a good dude. He's a good dude. And then he took an opportunity that was a little closer to his family, East Carolina. So that's a good program. And then obviously you said Coastal, right? Coastal's them boys are showing out right now.
Right now, the boys looking really, really good.
Yes,
Really good.
sir. So you
I'm,
got some things to think about, but you got time to think about it, which is a
I got
blessing.
time to think about it.
That's a blessing
Yeah.
because some kids aren't in your position, right? Some are still looking for that first opportunity to come calling. So I'm just going to tell you, just little advice. Take it how you will, but just be open minded, right? Because
Right.
everybody's road to to success is different. And like I said, when Darius, was going through this process, we thought he was going to be a Hokie. Big D1 ACC program. They were calling hard. All of a sudden he ended up, falling in love with a D1 FCS. So still big time ball, right? But
Sure.
he stayed open minded. So that's what I would tell you. If you've got a set school or set program in your heart, don't be discouraged. Don't be let down if you don't get that opportunity. But in the event you do get that opportunity, don't just settle. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Still be mindful. Listen to what other coaches have to say because there may be a better fit somewhere else that you might
Yes,
not
sir.
know, right? So just be open minded and really look at it as like a big job interview, right? Take that
Yes, sir.
conversation and just learn from it each and every time, and you're gonna have plenty more opportunities.
Yes, sir.
I can see that in your future, and I'm excited for you. So we've done quite a bit of talking about who you are as an athlete, right? We talked about your grades. We talked about your recruitment process, right? So all good things.
Sir.
Let's talk about who you are as a person, though, man. Like, I think this is the most important segment of the show where we get to find out who you are off the field because you could have all the
Yes, sir.
talent in the world, but if you're not doing anything off the field to resemble that, then there's really no point. You got to
Right.
be the better person than the better talent. So what do you do? What do you enjoy doing in your off time?
My time. I mean, with my family, I love me and my mom. Halloween. We love Halloween. She like Michael Myers, so I mean, we watch Michael Myers together.
That's
You feel
cool.
me? And she loves that. Christmas time. We go to Murder Beach.
Look, man,
We go to Murder Beach. Yeah,
my
you
wife
feel me?
already starting to decorate, man. It's there,
And we
there
got
is
our
no
tree.
fall time. Ready goes Halloween, no more Thanksgiving, straight to Christmas. Christmas,
Right, right.
my
I'm
daughter's
talking
wanting to
about
put
when
the tree
November
up.
1st hit. We put our tree up in October.
Oh, did you?
Really? Yeah, we did,
Oh,
cuz
see,
we did.
y'all got me. I've been trying to hold my wife off. Woo,
We did. But
man,
ask me
good for
as
you.
yeah, ask me as a person though. I'm a real humble, civilized person. I like to listen what other people think,
Yeah,
not just what I think about myself. Like when you can when you what you said about me, I really appreciate that. So
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
and for this community, I came to this community like Clayton. It's really, 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 really dope.
Yeah,
That's a good word for it. I'm talking about the people here is really nice. They'll do anything to help out the football team, like anything. And it's the most come together community I ever been around. And I'm
that's
and
awesome.
I'm really like thankful to
Good,
be here.
man. Yeah, and when you got a community like that that's real close knit, man, get involved, right? If they've got charitable events like Relay for Life or March of Dimes or a Heart Walk or something like that, get yourself out there, right? And
Yes, sir.
and and just make yourself known as as a community leader, be a team leader, and that's going to transition. Once you hit the collegiate level, you're gonna just you'll be a leader for the rest of your life if you put your mind to it, and
Yes, sir.
just you're on the right path, man. So we're going to end the show with one last question. I do it every single time. So, what is it that motivates and drives you to want to wake up
Yes, sir.
tomorrow and be that much more successful than you were today?
I would say my mother. Cause I mean my mom, bro, she gets up and she provides for me and my brothers and my sister. And she just an outgoing person. And like she helps out without even getting like, get without,
Looking
people
for
giving back to
accolades
her.
or
You know,
anything like that.
yeah. And I mean, she might not know, but I see her. You feel me? I see her. So I take that with me. I don't really talk like out like that, but like I take that with me and
Now
I take
that's
it on the field and I just do it.
now that's big,
I
man.
think I'm a reflection of her.
Yeah, there
I'm a
you go.
leader on the field and off the field. I swear.
Now that's
I swear
great,
I'm a
man.
leader. I give to my teammate just like she give to my family and anything like that. So
Now that's cool, man. You
I
need you
feel
need to make sure your moms. You gotta make sure your
yes,
moms watch this. Once I
yes,
drop
sir.
the episode in a couple of days, I think she'll be proud of you, man. You represent yourself
Yes,
very
sir.
well. So with that, before we end the show, I'm just gonna again ask for people to subscribe. Right, subscribe, make this platform as big as we possibly can, man. Everybody's got a story to tell, as we just heard, and I think everybody's story can impact somebody in a positive way, right? So
Yes, sir.
please subscribe, please check out the videos, hit that like button, share it on all social media, not just Twitter, Snapchat, whatever you got, man. It'd be
Yes,
greatly
sir.
appreciated for whoever's watching. And with that, till next time, man, I'm Rob Odie. This was Spotlight 39. I appreciate your time.